So with the Lakers eliminated, the Pelicans and the Spurs are now locked into the play-in along with the Clippers. The Nuggets can avoid the play-in with a Timberwolves loss or by winning one of their two remaining home games. So Denver looking good to try and avoid that play-in. They're all making their playoff plans, and the Lakers are making plans for the off season. So Brian, Windhorst, given the expectations that they carried into this year, can you put into context how disappointing this Lakers season was?
Well, there is a huge disappointment for the Lakers, for sure. It's catastrophic for them. I mean, from ownership to general manager to the players, you heard just Anthony Davis say it, they felt this was a championship team. For a lot of the rest of the league, I'm not so sure they ever believed that. And I know the concept is that had everybody been healthy, that this would have been a different story. I just don't believe that that's true. When Westbrook, AD, and LeBron all played together, it was 21 games. They were 11-10. When Anthony Davis played in games this year, the Lakers were 6 games under 500. Right now, this is a team that is 17 games under 500. We talk about how the Nets are a disappointment. The Nets are 3 games over 500. So this is a team that is deeply flawed and poorly assembled. And blaming this defeat on injuries and bad luck, I don't think is accurate. I think the reality is this isn't a very good team. This isn't about bad luck.
Zach, how do you sum up this Lakers season?
I think even if your expectations were low, as Windy points out, to be sniffing 20 games under 500, this qualifies as maybe the single most disappointing single-season team in NBA history. And like Windy said, I don't want to hear all that much about the injuries and this and that. Look at the teams ahead of them. The Pelicans, Zion has missed the entire season. Brandon Ingram has missed 24 games. They're in the play-in tournament. They started 3-16. They fought back. They're in the play-in tournament. The Spurs, who blew out the Nuggets in Denver, they did it without DeJounte Murray. They traded their second-best player at the trade deadline in Derek White, a signal that was, hey, we don't even really care if we win that many games this season. The Lakers couldn't even catch those teams in the standings. And like Windy said, it's not just health, it's not just injuries, it's that they thought they were going to get something out of Kent Bazemore, Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn. Those turned into zeros. The Westbrook trade was a disaster. But even if you thought this is a play-in team or a 500 team or a 45-win team, for them to be this 20 games under 500 almost is one of the most disappointing seasons probably in the history of sports.
And amazing how it kept getting worse. I mean, you go back a couple of weeks, and the play-in looked like their worst-case scenario. Now they've lost 7 in a row. The Spurs won 6 out of 7, overtook them, and they are, in fact, out. So, again, looking ahead to the offseason, Brian, any indication of what kind of changes that they plan to make, what LeBron has in mind? We know he has an influence there as well in terms of what they do in the offseason.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why the Westbrook trade is such a huge setback isn't because the transaction didn't lead to a winning team. It's because it left them no maneuverability for the short-term future. They don't have any draft picks. They don't have any money to spend in cap space. Westbrook has next to no, if not negative value in the league for trades. And if they wanted to move him, they would probably have to attach one of the 2 first-round picks that they have in the next 7 years to do. They just can't get out of it. It's the combination of those 2 factors. So put this on your calendar. August 4th, put 2 circles around it. That is the day in which LeBron James is eligible to extend his contract. The Lakers will probably have a new coach by then. They will have somewhat of an adjusted roster. The question is, will LeBron extend his contract at that time? He can add 2 years and $97 million or not. And if it's the latter, that's where things could get interesting.
Yeah, that definitely sounds interesting. Zach, are we looking at a situation where LeBron might not be on next year's Lakers?
I would be shocked if LeBron were not on next year's Lakers, but I'm also shocked by how bad this team was this season. Like Brian said, they're going to try everything. They've got 2 first-round picks they can trade once the calendar flips over. They hope that somebody somewhere didn't pay attention to Talen Horton-Tucker's season and might still value him as a high-upside young player. And I do think there is upside in THT. But the Russ contract is just an anchor. I don't know what their way out of it is, except to flip him for John Wall, which I would expect I would expect those teams to talk again at some point. But it's going to be a struggle for them.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.